time. Yeah, the billionaire is here.
Yes.
I just love the courage, the appearance of COD. He's an all-rounder. He's a ministry man also, but it's only broken. Only Kwame understands that. Amazing, man. I mean, like, how can one person just be blessed with so many so at the same time?
I do the workings of the Lord with so much privilege and from a great inspiration from Kwame.
Awesome. He's the boss. He's the boss. The people who have power to control the markets.
I really love that you added Kwame here because it gives me that energy. So let him be there. Let him be there.
Let me mute myself and take notes. I'm muting myself and taking notes.
Hey, I beg you, don't do that one.
All right, guys. So I was laying a foundation, and I'm going to transfer to you pretty soon. The foundation I'm laying is that for next year, we're looking at 3 major vehicles. The first one is a cash flow generating vehicle, which are things you could do with your skills, learning skills, being able to solve problems or sell other people's product, affiliate marketing, running a coaching business, selling products and services, and all of these things that brings money to you on a daily basis. They are a good starting point. All right. And of course, when you start to make money from there, the next thing you need to do is to move into what we call money multiplier. And for me, the best recommendation we are working with is going to be crypto. All right, crypto and Web3. And that's why we have Kwame here, who's going to do amazing justice to that. By the way, tomorrow we're going to be live with Instablog on IG as well. We're going to be talking about how people can make 100 times to 1,000 times the money that they put in crypto next year. Now, that's not even the killer part. The killer part is even if you don't have any kobo or dollar or CD to invest in crypto, you are also going to be learning exactly how to raise money between now and the next bull run, probably going to last for 2, 3, 4 years, and how you can be able to build a fortune from it. Life is sweet when a lot of us make it. I repeat that. Life is sweet when a lot of us make it. We're going fully into real estate. There are so many amazing opportunities and investment that people could participate in. But if all of the amazing people that are currently joining and watching us right now do not have money to invest in real estate, it becomes a big deal. All right. So you all need to make money so that you can take advantage of the global opportunities that exist in real estate. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. Let me just do that's like adverts that we did not pay for. So just connect with me and Kwame tomorrow. That's going to be 8 p.m. Nigerian time. We're going to be going live with Instablog Niger and being able to reach out to a lot of people. Later, we'll do Tunde Ednot as well, but we're doing Instablog tomorrow. But that's about that. So back to why we're here today. All right. There are 3 vehicles like I just talked about. The one is the cash flow business. The second one is crypto, cash flow multiplier. And then, of course, the third one is a transgenerational investment, which is real estate. So if you're making money and you have not started to own properties and build things around real estate, you are still playing. And that is where the future is. That's the most amazing thing. Now, I told COD this story, and I think I probably have shared with Kwame as well. And I was sharing with you the other day when we were talking about this, about how I used to believe that real estate is not meant for me. How I used to believe that real estate is for the very few wealthy people. If you are like that and you think real estate is for the rich only, I want you to type 777. Let me see the people who used to be in my shoe. Now, guys, it's so crazy, COD. I used to teach real estate brokers how to sell real estate. I'm a sales guru. I'm a sales machine. That's one of my best gifts. I could sell anything. Yeah. So they have invited me before to real estate team or real estate brokers,
like
whatever.
Like a sales team for a developer or something.
Yeah, like a seminar. Yes. And I wore suits, and I thought I gave them different principles of saying, "Oh my goodness, I did not believe that I could sell real estate myself. I do not believe that I could buy real estate myself. So a lot of people believe that it's highly capital intensive, and it's not their fault always. Our parent told us that when you start to hammer, when you start to make money, the first thing you want to do is buy a land. It doesn't matter where the land is, provided it's a land, just buy it. All right, they said don't buy car. Car is a terrible investment. Car is a liability. It is not an asset. So once you buy car, wrong decision. Just buy land somewhere. So you go buy land, and the land is not going to develop in 50 years. There are people here who have land that they have bought for over 10 years, and that land has not appreciated. As a matter of fact, God forbid you have an emergency that you want to sell that land, you probably sell it half the price you bought it, because it's not just about buying land. Yeah, it's not just about buying land. It's about buying wisely. It's about buying assets. It's not just about buying land. If it's about land, my father has one of the largest land in our states. Kilometers upon kilometers of vast farmland, and they want zero to me today because there's nothing I can do with those land in that sense. So you cannot just say because it is land and is an asset. No, we're talking about assets versus land. A land is a form of asset, but not every land is an asset. So you need to understand that. So for me, I used to believe that, I mean, you have to have a lot of money before you can do real estate, because to buy a house, you're talking about hundreds of millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars before you can buy a property. All right, and I do not have that type of money, so let's hammer first. All right, so that's what I used to think until last year. Somebody, one of my students actually, we're doing a business registration together in Dubai, and she insisted that, you know, Sam, you are so great at this selling thing, why don't you look into real estate? I said, I'm looking into it. Well, let me hammer very well first. I'll look into real estate. All right. Wow. So she now said, I want to introduce you to some people and others. I will think about it. I kept trying to push her forward, but she now said, okay, we're done with what we want to do, but there's one more place we need to do to wrap up what we are doing. So I thought it was part of the business setup. I didn't know she planned for me. The next place we appeared at the developer's we appeared at the developer's office, and these are two heavyweight people that came to have meetings with me. It's like they planned it. They brought coffee, they brought tea, they brought everything. They brought some very beautiful brochure, and then they asked me to, you know, to start to look at those things, and then they started to explain things to me. And for the first time, I saw people who are probably earning 100K are able to participate in real estate. I'm talking Naira now. That's a very stupid, ridiculous amount. $200, $300, $500 can participate in real estate. It's like, So it's not about having a lot of money. It's about just having the foresight to understand that this is a sure investment vehicle that I need to use, that I need to follow, and then every other thing becomes easy. I saw that I could sell real estate so easily. Then I also used to think about this, and you will agree with me. I thought that once you buy a building, a property, a land, you are no longer a real estate prospect. So I said, this one has already bought.
To be somebody who is more of a prospect. Anybody who buys one can buy.
That's what I figured out. That is the opposite. That even the ones who have just bought are the prospect to buy more. Because everybody has bought land, they have bought houses. So who will I sell to? The ones who are bought are buying. As a matter of fact, there are people who are in the real estate business to buy low so they can flip and sell high. So they will buy as much as possible, if only they could just simply buy Perez for maybe, I want to try and use dollar to talk, for $100,000. And they can easily sell it.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of what you're saying. So for example, especially in Dubai, you realize that for most of the projects that come from Dubai are off-plan. Off-plan means that they just have the design. So they give you a brochure. They tell you that it will take 5 years, 3 years, 36 months to build this particular project. Once they give you the brochure, they give you a payment plan. Do you know that we have real estate investors who come in at the early stages? For example, sometimes you will get a studio in USD for about 70K. That's $70,000 for a studio, maybe 47
Yeah.
square meter studio. That's at the off-plan stage. Do you know that in every biannual, which is every 6 months, the value of that property actually sees an increase? And so by 5 years' time, when the property is done on the market, the property that was worth about 70,000 would be worth about 170, 180, which is about 100K increase on the property. So we have specific investors who just buy properties off plan, wait when the property is ready, and they sell it right there when they receive the key from the developer, because there are other people who have the money, but they don't have the faith and the time to wait. So those people go in, they buy at the off-plan stage. Right when it's done, they don't even rent the property. Don't get me wrong. They don't rent the property. They just sell to the person who now has faith, because they can walk through the building, they can see the amenities, and that's some kind of investment. So you're so right by what you're saying. We have different type of investors for real estate, and we'll get more into it when we start our conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. So I found out that everywhere I turn, there are real estate investors. Everybody is an investor. Even you that you are listening to me right now that have not started making any money, you're also an investor. And let me just open your mind to this possibility. Is very crazy. Some years ago, I've always told this story. I was flying from Lagos to Abuja, so because this happened in Abuja. So there's a very fine chick that sat next to me. Back then, it was still economy. So we're three. So I think the lady was in the middle. I was window sitting. So she was next to me, and then we got talking on the plane. And I figured she was going my way. So I asked if she would like to follow us. Because my PA was coming to pick me that time. And my PA didn't come, I wanted to pay for the cab so that we'll ride together. So when we landed, we decided to ride together. But she told me she sells real estate, that she's a realtor. Okay. Said she sells for a particular developer in Abuja, and then they have properties. She told me the types of properties they have and stuff. And I wasn't paying attention to it because I didn't think it was meant for people like me. I mean, where will I see all this kind of money? And while we were in the vehicle going to our apartments to drop her, and then I go to my own house, I got a call from an Ajia. An Ajia, if you do not know, the northerners in Nigeria, the people that have. All right, so she called me and said, Mr. Sam, I have a friend here. We have been going around looking for a particular type of real estate. And I don't know if you have an idea or you have somewhere we could get or anybody you can introduce to us or something. I said, hold on, let me call you back. So I ended the call. I said, hey, babe, sorry, do you have this type of, say yes, they just actually launched one that is available in Abuja. I said, hey, how much? She told me the price. I called the Ajia back. Ajia, I found one for you. Can you connect? I did the connection. Eventually, when that stuff happened, the commission that was given to me, I'm not a realtor, I probably had zero amounts, was over 7 million. That was 2018. 7 million naira.
Wow.
7 million naira 2018 is almost $22,000 or so. Over 20K dollars was given just because I was just at the right place at the right time. There are always going to be buyers. And like I said, every buyer are not people who have saved up their life savings and they want to put it into real estate. If you approach with that mindset, you have a scarcity mindset. You don't have an abundant mindset. But there are buyers who have a lot of money who sees a property as a good opportunity for them to just make a 20% difference, a 10% difference. So you bought a property for 100 million naira, if it's in Nigeria, for example, and you quickly sell it for 120 or 110. You make 10 million within a month. It's a crazy investment in that sense. So there are people like that who are looking for properties like that. They have the ability to even pay for everything. And why, if you check the title of our talk today, is cross-country. Why? Because real estate is different from country to country. There are ways things are done. In some countries, there are ways that are done in other parts. I love the way they do it in Dubai. It's amazing. I love the way they do it in the UK. I love the way they do it in the US. These are some of the markets that are enticing me, and why I've brought someone here today who's our guest. Now, I'm about to introduce you because my own mindset has changed. And I'm saying 2023, it is full time. Full time. We're going right into this. Because you want to build sustainable wealth, it has to be real estate. you would have noticed that from ancient times, from time immemorial, it's always about real estate. Even when God made Adam and Eve, he put them inside a piece of real estate and he told them to take care of it and to occupy it. So it's all about expanding your real estate portfolio. That was the first mandate that God gave to man. All right. So it's about real estate, real estate, real estate. And even back then, when America was being formed, they got a lot of people to come and work to do the gold stuff and till the land. But what they were paying them was with land. So they were paying them with landed property. So land, as a matter of fact, if you don't have a landed property to your name, you do not have a name yet. You don't have an identity yet. It's so prophetic, it's so spiritual, it's everything. All right, real estate is everything. I'm sitting on a piece of real estate. COD is on a piece of real estate. You that you're watching me from anywhere, you are also on a piece of real estate. So everything, land, buildings, and all of that are part of real estate. So today, we're going to be listening to COD share with us his experiences, story, and of course, how you can join us to be able to build a 9-figure income. 9-figure income means, okay, I put 9-figure because I was thinking about Naira. So I'm talking about hundreds of millions, billions of Naira in income from real estate. I know people who went into real estate in less than 2 years, just a year and maybe 2 months of running real estate, and they have been able to earn commission that ran into over 3 billion Naira. In less than 2 years, billions of Naira from commissions of selling properties for people. All right, so it's vast, it's crazy, it's great. But I'm not here to do the talking. This is not my forte, but it won't be my forte. But I have a boss in the house. This is my own mentor right now. Follow this man. He knows road. All right. So COD, you are welcome. I want you to take it over.
Thank you so much. Oga, you don't spoil me well. you've hit the nail to the head. I'll just quiet and learn from you. Now, we are going to go inside today. If you're here, I would want you to share the link. Invite almost every single person that is following you, because I am even scared I'm about to give this value for free. Honestly, this is supposed to be a section that somebody will be paying almost $10,000 for, to have this information. You would understand when I get into this, my story and my real estate journey, because one thing I realized was, I know a lot of you guys are doing that. A lot of you are following people like Robert Kiyosaki, Grant Cardone. You're following Warren Buffett. You're following people that are in this developed parts of the world who are doing real estate, and you watch their videos each and every single time, trying to learn how this real estate market works and everything. I know at some point a lot of you get confused, and that was me a few years ago, because all what I could do was to go on the internet every time, trying to look at the real estate aspects and how they explain real estate and everything, and try and relate with it. But honestly, it didn't work for me, because I am in Ghana, I am in Africa, and there's a way real estate works per your location. And so it's very important that you note that. Now, my name is Kwesi Otindesmon. I'm a certified international property specialist by the National Association of Realtors. I'm also a certified property manager. And so I know what I'm about to talk to you about. Listen, let me start with real estate. What is real estate? Everywhere you go, people talk about real estate. Real estate is very simple. The definition of real estate is any improvements that you do to your land. So if you have a piece of land, any form of improvement you do to the land, by way of growing plants on it, putting block and cement together, putting mortar in between and building, it takes me straight into the 4 types of real estate. There are 4 types of real estate. 1, residential real estate, which lots of us want. Your house, whether it's detached, semi-detached, single family home, it's an apartment, it's a condominium, whatever it is, it's under residential real estate. Then we have 2, commercial real estate. Commercial real estate is for people who run offices and commercial spaces. And so the headquarters of EcoBank, the headquarters of Fidelity Bank, the headquarters of Huawei, the headquarters of Samsung, the headquarters of ZIBARR, everywhere it's located, it's going to be in the commercial space. So that's basically commercial real estate. Then we have the industry, or the industry real estate. Industry more on the manufacturing companies, their warehouses, and all of that, that falls under industry. And the fourth one is land. Now, Dr. Sam tried to touch on land a bit about how people were given the dream to buy lands and wait for 7-10 years. There's actually a strategy to it, and there's a whole course on that that's called land banking, how you can actually project that area will pick up, and then you buy now and wait for a period of time. But if you're just buying one plot or two plots, or even just an acre, to wait for 13 years, in our part of the world, there are people we call land guards. They will come and ship you and take your land documents and your lands from you. And so there's a way it's done. And that's why on ZIBARR, real estate is one thing that we take very particular. We're trying to create that particular room for anybody who earns even as little as 100K Naira to be an investor in real estate. And so please pay attention. I didn't go to one of your very favorite schools. In Ghana, my senior high school was one of the schools that if you put on a Google map, you are not going to find. So what I'm trying to tell you is that nobody is privileged to do real estate, or you don't need to have any exceptional skill or ability or come from a very rich home like a lot of people think to do real estate. I unfortunately, again, went to a tertiary school that a lot of you wouldn't go to. It's not a tertiary school, that's a university, it's a polytechnic. I know in Nigeria they have polytechnics, right?
Yeah.
So more technical based. Well, I studied civil engineering. Again, nothing real estate related, but with building roads and houses and structural design and all of that. A bit of civil engineering in there. So yes, a bit of real estate passing in and out there. But what I'm trying to tell you is I didn't go to one of the very favorite schools. Those in Ghana, you know, the National Maths and Science quiz just ended and Presec League on one and everybody's excited. I didn't go to one of those favorite things. So if you're on this live today, regardless of your background, regardless of where you grew up, regardless of the educational background you have, you can still sell real estate. And by selling real estate, it will propel you into that place of becoming a real estate consultant, and it will propel you into that place of becoming a real estate developer and a real estate investor, because that is my process, and that's the story I'll share with you. So a few years ago, I got an opportunity to work for one of the top real estate companies in Ghana, not as a salesperson, just as a facility manager. So what facility managers do is that if your bulb is spoiled, we come and we service it. If your AC needs servicing, we come and service it. If you have any problem in the building, you call your facility managers, and then they come and then they service. One time, I had the opportunity to speak with the CEO of the company. I spoke with him, and he listened to me. And then he's like, why is this guy in the facilities team? Why is he not on the sales team? And quickly, I was moved from the facility management, property management, carry bulb, carry sockets, running around everywhere. And I was moved quickly into the sales team. I made this point because in as much as myself, Dr. Sam, the other dean of every school you would like to join on ZIBARR, would give you the knowledge and everything, there's one thing that you need to do: personal development. When I met the CEO, that 5-minute opportunity that I had with the CEO, I was able to make him understand how articulate I am, my command over my English language, and how I can sell anything to anybody by creating the demand space. That's what makes you a good person. Every time you need to create the demand. Sometimes people don't even want to buy real estate, but I make real estate look so attractive that they're like, why am I not buying from this boy? Or why am I not working with this boy? People actually feel it's a privilege for COD to front a deal for them. People feel it's a privilege that they can even pick their phone and just call me any day and any time and tell their friends that, you know, this is my realtor, you know, this is my real estate consultant. So it's more on you, regardless of whatever we teach you, whatever you come on the platform, you study and everything, the onus lies on you to also personally sit down, study, improve on yourself, and then you would have the glory. Why do we say you don't need a lot of money to do real estate? Real estate is in different categories. Listen to me carefully. Real estate is in different categories. Today on this live, I am going to categorize you into 3 groups. We have those who are likely to be realtors. We have those who are likely to be real estate investors, and we have the last group of people who are the real estate buyers. I will deal more with my first group of people because I understand the situation. You are not in it alone. I understand how the dollar is lashing a lot of currencies, and I understand what the dollar is doing, and I understand how the economies in different countries have become very difficult. If the economy in your country is not good, please do 888. I'm copying send a comment 888 and let me know that the economy is not good now. Let me see if I can do my investor vibes. Investor vibes. Maybe I can I can ask somebody for account number. So it's very important at this stage. Group one is the realtors or estate agents or brokers. You can easily become a broker, and especially in our day and season where social media is so powerful and strong to connect you to people all over the world. Note, I don't sell real estate just in Ghana.
Let me share one thing.
Put it in.
There was this my friend who was working with a real estate company, a developer in Abuja, and he was staying with me at the time, and they just opened a certain estate, and they were selling land and building, duplexes and stores and all that. So one of my boys who was serving with me was the one designing for him, because they employed this guy was like the head of marketing for that developer. So, and I was like, you know what, this real estate thing that you people are talking about, can you give me some flyers? Let me post. So I had this business page on Instagram that time, Grow 10X something. It doesn't exist anymore. So I posted these flyers, and then one day I said, let me just boost it. Let me sponsor it. So I sponsored it around Abuja, and I put 5,000 naira to that flyer. Only flyer, no video, just boosted it with 5K. You won't believe that there were about four people showed interest. No, more than 4 people showed interest, but about 4 people went to the site for inspection. And there's a man who bought a 48 million duplex from it. The man had 200 followers. 200 followers. No DP. I think it's following like 50 people.
You will be amazed how people connect to buy real estate on social media. I'm not cutting you out, but let me tell you, for most of the people that I have met on social media who have bought any property from me, I think it's very intentional, because they realize that once you know their profile and maybe you see their pictures, you might price higher, or you might know them in the society somewhere. So they usually come with this funny accounts, 19 followers, following one, no profile picture, no posted anything.
They have money.
And they want you, Oga. I think they just come in that appearance, so you don't seem to have that particular thinking about them.
Profiling this.
And that particular technique is going to be one of our first courses in our real estate class on ZIBARR. Awesome. How to do real estate with no or little money is going to be the course. And when I break that course down strategically, especially for people in Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, and any other African country, Cameroon and everything, when I break that particular course down for you, you would understand why you don't need a dime, or you need very little money. And even that money you need is not to invest in real estate, it's to invest in yourself. Dress well, look good, nice perfume, those are the things. But I'll show you how you can cut in with that particular technique, and you would sell real estate like water. But let me go to my first group of people. Now, for a lot of you, I would advise you to begin your real estate journey by being realtors or estate agents, because that particular section of real estate does not really require you to have lots and lots of money. Already, for a lot of you, are posting very beautiful pictures of you. You sugar your bottles, push your bottles there. For the guys, you wear some nice suits, some nice t-shirts, and you take some nice pictures, and people like them, people comment for you, especially the ladies. You have pretty faces, you do your makeup. Instead of posting yourself, that brings you some kolo boys to come and worry your DM now. You can transform that particular that particular technique of taking your personal pictures and just taking pictures of buildings randomly. You can even stand in front of the building and be that point of attraction to the people and post those pictures, just the price, just the features, and you'll be amazed why people would come to you. I don't want to go more into it because these are the things that we'll be teaching you on the ZIBARR platform. If you don't know about the LAP, you don't know about ZIBARR that's about to be launched. Dr. Sam, can we get into that conversation? Because once ZIBARR is launched, how much are we taking for membership? 1,000 USD?
It's going to be a lot for, okay, so this is what we're doing apart from the affiliate program, which a lot of you already know, is the business school. So under the business school, the number one is there are 10 businesses that you would have access to learning. The number one business is real estate that you're going to be able to learn. All right. So much more above just knowing about it is your ability to participate. So you're doing the business, you're starting from where you are, because all of you are going to be at different levels. You're going to start from where you are and then grow to where you ought to be. Some of you will even become developers. Some of you will become a brokerage firm and all of that. And it's going to be cross-country, what we're working on. We're starting with Dubai. I can see one of my very good friends, Wedian, is here. She's one of the top advisors for all the developers in Dubai. Great lady. All right, she's here watching with us as well. So, and I've actually told her about this long ago that I want her to come and teach. So maybe you're gonna most likely have her come to share one of the days as well. But here's the deal: you can live anywhere in the world and be able to sell properties anywhere in the world. So we're opening the door for you. Those of you who are going to be able to join. Now that business school on its own is going to be, at the time we launch, it's going to be $500 for access to it, which is the discounted price. The original price is about $1,500 to be able to do that. But for LAP members, it is completely free. So what you should rather do is between now and next week Saturday, if you are not yet an LAP member, please join. It's only $100 to join LAP. And once you join, you have access to everything for free, including the business school, the skill university, everything that is supposed to cost you thousands of dollars. You have access to it for free. So if you're an LAP member here, congratulations, because all of these things coming to you for free. I'm going to be talking more about that at the end. I just wanted us to finish up with this session. So carry on.
Great. So that's why you need to be on ZIBARR, because myself, I'm a member of the LAP, and once I joined the LAP, and especially on how to do social media advertising and marketing and everything, guys, I was amazed about how I throw my dollars away every single time because I just go on Instagram or Facebook, I click on boost post, and I think it's doing the work. But on the LAP platform, I have understood how to segment, target the countries, how you actually get to turn your social media into that sale funnel. And Dr. Sam will get more into that. You have that conversation. Let me just slap you with more knowledge on real estate. So I sell both in Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa for now, those 3 countries. How do I sit in Ghana? Because Ghana is my major now. How do I sit in Ghana and connect with people in Lagos, in Abuja, in Johannesburg, in Cape Town, in Durban? How do I connect with them? If you haven't followed me on social media, you should follow. After this section, go through my social media and just ask yourself, what is this guy doing differently from me sitting here? The only thing I'm doing differently is that I could have used this social media platforms to just advertise my handsome face or my beard or something else, but I'm using it as a tool to market buildings, and then it comes back to me every single time. Those of you who are asking about LAP, please hold on. Dr. Sam will come in on the latter part. He will ginger you more with the LAP. But now let's do more of real estate. And so my first group of people, realtors. Second, I spoke about real estate investors. Why should you be interested in becoming a real estate investor? Those are my points that I would want to touch on. Take your paper, take your pen, and let's do this. The world is going crazy about real estate. And Dr. Sam, I don't know if you've realized, but there's no millionaire, there's no billionaire that does not have a real estate portfolio.
Yeah,
Every
true.
single rich man that has been named by Forbes, or any single rich man that you and myself have ever got opportunity to meet, has a real estate portfolio. And so it should tell you how important real estate is. And I'll just share with you just some few points on why everybody's going crazy about real estate. First point, and I think everybody hears about it: cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. Steady cash flow. Imagine you have a piece of property, just an apartment, or you buy a property in Dubai, say studio, 1 bed, 2 bed, 3 bedroom, and every single month you are sure to get $1,500 or $2,000 coming to you every single month. How would you feel about that? Now, I know what is running through a lot of your mind. What if I buy it and nobody comes to rent it? You've bought it and nobody is coming to rent it because you did it yourself. You will not, and I say this hitting my chest, you will not give a property to me and I would purchase on your behalf, or I'll manage for you, and you will not have your tenants or your property making you that steady cash flow. It's the same thing, like the woman who carries tomato and goes to the market knowing that there are other 7 women selling tomato on the same lane, but she goes every day because she knows her technique. She knows how to arrange her tomato to look, for it to look so attractive to people. If you go on my channel, you realize that even for a rental property that is renting just this December, there's a way that I've presented it. And if you look at it and you don't even have the money, you want to force yourself to even get the money just to be in that particular property because of how it is positioned to you. And these are the things that we'll be teaching those of you who want to be realtors. But for an investor, you're looking at a steady cash flow coming to you every single month. Now, I know what's going through a lot of people's mind, because they're like, I really want to do this real estate thing. I really want to be an investor, but I don't think I can raise all the capital from point one. Thank you. But can you raise $10,000 or can you raise $15,000? Because one thing we lack in Africa is how to put our funds together, and build wealth from stage one. The fact that you cannot raise $100,000 or $200,000 does not mean you can't raise a portion of that money. You need no Bill Gates, you need no Mark Zuckerberg, you need no Robert Kiyosaki, you need no Grant Cardone to tell you that. If you can find 1, 2, 3 trusted people to put your funds together, even 10 people to put your funds together, and you are sure of this steady cash flow every single month, think about it. And that's the opportunity we are going to be creating for those of you who would want to join category 2, which are the investors. Because for the investors, you would have the opportunity to join other trusted people, and the legal team of ZIBARR, the legal team of LAP is going to put that documentation and everything together, so no fears about that. And we purchase the property, manage the property, the cash flow comes in every now and then, and you get to make your money every single month. Why aren't people making this money? They are not buying strategically. They are not employing the services of a professional to manage their portfolios for them. You have the money, but why do you still put the money in the bank? Think about it. Somebody's job is to be called an investment manager. Somebody manages people's investments, or even in a normal business, we have business development managers, people who travel all around the world, go and explore on how they can do the same business differently. Why do people employ such people? You have tried it so many times on your own, and that's why you feel this real estate thing is overhyped. It's not. It's just because you don't understand the business of real estate. Note, real estate is not a game. Real estate is not PS5 that you hold the pad and you play. And I'm here to play a game with Dr. Sam and know who will score who.
I don't know how to play. It's Kwame that will send. Kwame is my champion.
Real estate is not a game, ladies and gentlemen. Real estate is a business, and once you want to go into it, you treat it as a business. For my investors, my second point is great returns. So your returns that you get, and everybody hears about ROI, return on investment, ROI, return on investment. Your returns on investment is going to give you another opportunity that you're going to get more properties. Dr. Sam, I was sharing this with you. Now, do you know that if you went to a bank and you said that you wanted to buy stocks from them, or you want a loan from them, or you want some mortgage from them, they would always want you to have a certain steady cash flow and be assured of a certain income coming in. Now, for those of you who don't want to touch your salaries, because already for your salaries, you've used some to buy some Hisense or some TCL TV or some Samsung TV, and they are deducting already from there. This is an opportunity for you to use your return on investment to build a different account that will mature over time. And there's a technique that you would just need to buy one piece of property, get the returns on investment over time, and use that to actually apply for a bigger loan. Let me pause there. That will be taught on the LAP platform. I want to whet the appetite. Moving straight to my next point, long-term investment. Real estate never dies. You just need to manage your property well. You just need to make sure that you employ the services of a professional. Once you have the professional who is taking care of your development and managing your property very well, you are assured on your long term that you can always fall on. Real estate is what you can give to your children. Your children can pass on to their children, your children's children, great grandmother. Everybody can have real estate, because real estate, once it's managed properly, is not going anywhere. The cement will not call the mortar and say that I'm coming out of you, mortar. No. Real estate, once you have a piece of real estate, be it land, a commercial real estate, industrial or residential, real estate is always going to be there for you to make some money from. This one, if you're a real estate lover, you've heard about it. Passive income. Passive income. For real estate investors, and even as a normal human being, how would you feel if you do no work and sit down every month and you have a certain amount of money that is coming to you every single month? That's passive income. And that's some good way of living and just assuring yourself. Because post-COVID, we have come to understand so much how it's good for you to own something, and especially own a property. That's something COVID taught us, and post-COVID, it's always teaching us. Eventualities can happen every single time. And so, yes, of course, you have an active income cash flow system, but you need a passive income where you're sitting down and the checks are just dropping into your account. Pam, pam, pam. I like Dr. Sam's word. Woto.
The passive income part is very crazy. There is two options. We will reveal all of this to everybody during the school and all of that. But there are two options that I was considering prior to this period. And one of them is in Dubai. The second one is in Manchester. That's in the UK. So the one in Manchester, there's a guy that we're going to be working together pretty soon on that. They do on rentals between 20 to 80% every month. Between 20 to 80% every month on rental income of whatever it is that they put into buildings. Now, there's a lady that I know in this Dubai that has over 40 units of apartments. She didn't buy anyone. It's now that she's now buying apartments. She rented everything, and then what they put interiors inside, and then sublets. And on a simple studio, she makes, after bill payment and everything, an average of 500 to 1.5, in some cases 2,000, depending on the area, in profit on every property. Let's take an average of 1,000 dirhams. That is about 40,000 dirhams on a monthly basis. That's making without owning a single real estate. And that's like a lot of money. All right. For just owning properties, not owning property, renting properties and renting it out again to other people who are going to pay more. And just imagine what that means. So imagine if you could putting funds together, and then you have 100 properties that people are using on a daily or monthly basis, and they are paying, and they are making, even if it's 500 or 1,000 dirhams that is coming as profit on each of those property, that is a lot of money already coming to everybody. So rentals alone, you don't even have to be the one to do it, because when she was sharing with me, she said, no, just give me some money, I will get villas, because that one brings a lot. For villas, sometimes they make 5K, 10K per month. On one property. 5K, 10K on one property. Why? Because the villas come naturally with 5 bedrooms, they have boys' quarters, there's a way they do the partition and they do best spaces, and then by the time they are done and start giving this property out, you'll be shocked. Right now, there's a high property deficit in Dubai. Crazy, so difficult. The apartment that Kwame is staying is going for about 30 to 40% extra of his original worth because of the season. Because of the season we're in. As a matter of fact, there was a friend we were trying to get a studio apartment for in my area. We couldn't find. We spoke to almost every estate agent we know. We could not find a studio. All studios sold out. The only one we found for somebody else, because there were a couple of people who were looking for property at that point, that we found for somebody was somebody rented the studio. And when he discovered there's huge demand, he put 2,000 on top and rented it out.
Yes.
I went to squat with a friend. Sense will not finish me. Investors buy. that's for that person. So my point is, for passive income, there's so much that can be done when you put your money into, and there are ones you can do by yourself as well. As a matter of fact, on LAP, there's this rank called Platinum Elite. That's if you do 1,000 sales on of our village package, all right, you get a property, a rental property that will be bringing you cash flow in Dubai, and you get another one in the UK that's going to be bringing you monthly cash flow. And these are crazy stuff. So all these opportunities are available. So I've seen it hands down, I've seen it firsthand, I've seen people do it. My own apartment where I was traveling, I know I was going to be away for over 40 days. I wanted to give it out, but I changed my mind because I don't want somebody to go and do something that is not nice in my bedroom. That bed is so I don't want them to go and do something there. That's why I did not give it out. But I know how much people would offer to stay in my house that was just wasting while I was away, and I was going to make a lot of money from that. At least that will cover, if not, as a matter of fact, one monthly rent that will collect for this place. That's even minus my study. That's just the bedroom and the sitting room and some other parts of the house, minus my study, would almost, as a matter of fact, was almost, let's just say it's 80% of a quarter rental for the entire building. What I paid in 3 months, 80% of it I will collect for 1 month of going out of the house. So in 2 months, I would have doubled my rent already. So I don't think, just imagine something like that. So all these things are available for you in the real estate school that is coming under ZIBARR when we launch it, which some of you currently know as LAP. So if you want to be a part of LAP and somebody invites you, I would like you to reach out to that person immediately. We are done here to get a link to join LAP. There is only 1 more week to be able to get what we call the VIP package for only $100. If you're in Nigeria, you can still pay 50K. Only 1 week. On my birthday, everything skyrocket to 1,500 US dollar, and at 745 naira to $1. So don't wait. Don't say we did not tell you. So please join this. You're going to have access to how you can make money from real estate without having anything, all of the things that he's sharing, which are things he has done, by the way. And maybe you're going to share 1 or 2 of your stories as well. When I allow you to continue.
Okay, so my real estate journey, just like I mentioned, working for a real estate company, moved from facility management into the sales team. And just 7 months to 8 months in there, I felt like, why am I selling the property and the company is making all the money? And I'm not making no commissions, because I can actually go solo, start my own real estate company and make all these sales for myself. Ladies and gentlemen, without nothing, just some 2 suits. I had a blue suit and a black suit, white shirt, a blue shirt, and a red tie. I remember it like yesterday. I resigned and I started my own real estate firm with nothing. And all I capitalized on was my tool everybody's using, because if you go past 100 people today, 99.9% of them would have been doing something on their phone. So I realized that how do I get to these people? The terms people use in sale, cold calling and all, it's gone. Because now you call them, and even with Truecaller and all those other apps, they can even tell who is calling them. Once they see COD Realty Properties, they even want to just throw you away. They just want to throw you away. So cold calling is going. But imagine if just by boosting a post or by sending or putting something on social media quickly, you can get to people and then they get to reach you. You know the feeling when people get to reach you, right? And so I capitalize more on social media, posting more content, more content. If you go through my social media, you would love what you see there.
I need to address something. Abdullah Madu Siru, don't share link. Anyway, they can't even click the link, by the way. It's wrong to share link. It's wrong to tell people to private chat you to get a link to join LAP. You should know that by now. Somebody invites you, Fabiona, and everyone else who wants to join LAP. Somebody invited you here, all right? So what you simply do is to get back to the person who invited you. If you're a follower of COD, just private chat him now. As a matter of the moment we're done right now, someone is going to attend to you and send you his own link so that you'll be part of his team. If you are my follower and you saw this, just private chat me as well. You're going to get my own link. But if someone shared this and you saw it and you're interested, please reach out to the person who shared this with you. If someone showed you the flyer and then you followed and you saw this, please reach out to them. They're going to give you their link, and then through them you go. Well, the reason for this is because people are rewarded when you join LAP through them. It's a whole $40. Don't come and mess with people's weekend money here. It's a whole $40. So all of you baby, private chat me. Don't let me catch you. All of you posting link now, they will suspend you for 2 seconds on the platform. So it's very important that you please reach out to the person who invited you to be able to be a part of LAP. All right, they're going to guide you, show you everything you need, get you the link to register, and you wait. As a matter, you don't even need to wait. Register today. Get paid, make your payment, and then start learning other things that are currently available. But by November 5, which is my birthday, by the way, happy birthday to me. All right, we're going to be opening ZIBARR. So we're launching ZIBARR fully, everything that comes with it. You don't want to miss that event. We're going to begin to talk about that from Sunday or Monday, as it was. So please, let's place a focus on that. So we want to wrap up the concept of being able to generate. I think you're done with the points that you wanted to share on passive income.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my last point, and then
okay.
And then before I go, now I have lots and lots of DMs coming through every single time. So I might not see your DM. I've tried to put my LAP link in the bio. So I have the link in the bio. So all my followers, anybody who is interested to join LAP, just go to my bio. If it ends up going to Dr. Sam, that's fine. My link for LAP there. So if you want to be a member of LAP, my followers, I see Dr. Elvis Justice here, one of my great Forex people. Let me give you my last point. Now, do you know, Doc, do you know that there are people who buy real estate just for two things, fulfillment and for control? It is beautiful when you just own a piece of property. And I love it when you said that until you own a piece of property, your name has not really been registered. So whatever your name is right now, please, it is not. It is not a name. If you've not got a landed property, you are not. Maybe you are a human being, but without an identity.
If I've not done it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the summary so far is that you, as broke as you may be, that's for the broke part of people who are currently broke, or you, as rich as you are currently, you can be a billionaire in your local currency with real estate. All right. And we have put together exactly how you're going to be able to achieve that in what we call the real estate school under the Lenoflee's business school that is going to be coming up or launching from November, all right, under ZIBARR. And you can have access to this through being a member of LAP. It's free. Once you're on the VIP package, it's free for you. Why is everybody leaving? What's going on? Is it my network? All right, let me see if I can get Kwame on and COD on as well. I hope I'm still live. So I think I am live. Okay, so Kwame is here. So I think I'm live. So I'm waiting for COD to join again. So conclude this part. But while we wait for him to send a request, I was just rounding off the part of what we are working on, the summary of everything we have shared. There are 3 vehicles I want everyone to follow next year. Please listen to this very carefully. It's very important. If you want to build wealth more than anything else, you want to make money more than anything else that you have ever seen before in your life, you want to see crazy money. I know a young man that is probably 33 years old in Nigeria, who in the last 5 years, starting from what I did, which was run a simple ad on Facebook to a real estate property that doesn't belong to him. That was all he knows how to do, digital marketing, which is one of the first things to learn in AP, by the way. This guy has built a real estate a business that is worth, his current net worth is over 300 billion naira. Over 300 billion. Now, that's almost $1 billion in his worth in less than 5 years. Less than 35 years old. I don't want to mention the name of his real estate company, but it's a very popular one that you may probably know. All right. There is so much in this real estate thing. But the first thing that I try to clear is the wrong mindset that's meant for the rich only. No. It's not meant for the rich. I didn't even remember, as I've made good money from real estate before by simply just being a middleman. Even when they didn't send me, I mean, I just simply connected and then I got a cut. All right, so anyone can do this, but you have to learn. And in learning, you need to learn from somebody who is already doing phenomenal stuff with it, and they can hold you by the ends. And that's why we have COD amongst other amazing people that are going to be teaching you the business of real estate. Apart from that, together we are going to build something massive. Let me just give you a taste. One of the proposals that we are bringing to Dubai, for example, is to reach all these massive developers that you all probably, with a proposal of 50,000 realtors who knows how to promote different property and offers on social media. And just imagine the type of leverage you'll be able to get. Now, let me shock you again. One of the things that changed my mind about selling real estate, especially in Dubai, is the fact that, listen, guys, some of you might not know this. There's a property developer who was offering 7% on a certain property, 7% on a certain property as commission to the realtor that brings the deal. Now, the buyer of the property does not need to pay 100%. The buyer of the property only need to pay 14%. Then the real estate company will pay me my full 7%. So if the property was $100,000, the person only needs to look for $14,000. The moment they pay $14,000 deposit for the property and spread the rest, which mortgage can even pay for them, the company pays me $7,000 just like that. Because the thing is in my mind, how many people will easily cough out $100,000 as once? But I didn't know that all they needed was 14K. 14K, who does even me? I waste 14K on useless things sometimes. Even my flight is more than 14K when I fly. Imagine that. So it's so cheap and easy. It's like, whoa, my mind has changed. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to stop thinking you can only sell a 5K product online. Because this switch alone, there's money in real estate too. There's this my lady friend that came. If you see the car, Kwame, the day the lady first visited me, this was last year. If you see the car the young lady was riding, she's not young at all. No. She's not young at all. That car, most presidents of African countries do not have that car. It's high level, high class. Oh God, let's not get into that. So if you want to ride Ferrari, do all of the beautiful stuff, real estate is the focus, and that is what we are bringing to you. So what are we saying? First step, join LAP. Just prepare for the school that is about to launch, and this is going to blow your mind. Now, those of you who want to multiply your money in real estate, there's something you need to do. All right. Before you go into real estate massively, or while you are doing real estate massively, there is an intermediary. There's something in between that you need to do, and that is find a way to multiply the little you currently have so that you can pull more into real estate. I'll give you, I'm not supposed to share this, but I will lower my voice. This is one of my plans, and between God and man, this is the truth. What I want to do is to put $100,000 aside into what we're about to quickly tell you about that can be doing for me. I'm whispering because I don't want people to hear. I can be doing at an average of 10% per week. 10% of $100,000 is $10,000. In 1 month, that is minimum of $40,000. So $40,000 put into real estate. Remember I said that properties of 100,000, there are off-plan properties that will be worth times 5 in the next 5 years. They showed me one. I went to Denmark the other day and I had a meeting with them. They showed me one. Now I can buy some of this property and all I needed to pay is $100,000. All I needed to pay sometimes is $20,000. All I needed to pay sometimes is $30,000. Sometimes $10,000. So I can spread up to between 1 and 5 properties every month, just like that. How am I going to be able to get this money? It's because I have a money multiplier that I want to put money into. And that's exactly what my coach here, this man is my prophet when it comes to the financial market, has put together. He found some things, and some of these things, there's this coin that did 1,000% a few days ago that you guys were sharing with me with Precious. Massive stuff, incredible stuff. So Kwame, just give us in like 5 minutes, how can we make 100 times to 1,000 times the money we do not even have? Because some people say, I want this, but I don't have money. Don't worry. You don't need money. And we're going to be live breaking this down further with Instablock tomorrow. But just in 5 minutes, just give us a taste of what is coming when it comes to crypto. Remember, you need a cash flow business, which is affiliate marketing, your business, whatever you're currently doing. Then you need a money multiplier. And then you now need the real estate stuff. All these three has to go simultaneously. And if you do not have money for real estate to buy and own, you can start with how everybody is starting by selling. And then from your commission, you can add. You don't have to sell to people who have all the money. That's the point. They only need, in most cases, 14, 15, 20% of the total money, and you get your full commission. Isn't that crazy? Kwame, take it up.
All right. Thank you so much. First off, if you can hear me, give me a boom in the comments. And if I have some Medicis here, can I hear from my Medicis? Can I hear from my LAP family? Hear from all of you. I want to start by saying a happy birthday, a happy pre-advance, you know what I mean, birthday to Dr. Sam Harvard. I cannot wait. I will scatter you by. I will scatter you in this birthday. only God knows what is in my mind. Boom, boom, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm going to take 5 minutes of your time. That's a total of, if my math is right, 300 seconds. That's it. And when I say go, you have 300 seconds. And if you miss it, I'm sorry. So, Dr. Sam, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, go. Now, I don't care who you are. If you are African and you are under the sound of my voice, I want you to hear me and hear me very clearly. Go and Google the word blockchain. I will not say this again. By the very fact that I have said this thing to you, I have washed my hand off your poverty, and the Lord will not ask anything of me again. Our parents missed out on their day and their time and did not jump into Web 1.0, which was the advent of the personal computer that made Bill Gates a multi-billionaire. The generation after our parents also missed out with Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey when they were socializing the internet with social media, and we did not get an opportunity for that. We missed out greatly on industrialization. We missed out greatly on globalization. We've missed out on the advent of the computer. We missed out on the socializing of the computers or internet, and we are not going to miss out on the decentralization of the internet. Every single one of these things I've mentioned has created massive wealth. So hear me. Whether or not you buy into what it is we're about to talk to you about, just go and Google blockchain. Blockchain. That's all I will say. The second thing I'm going to say to you is nothing we're about to share with you here will constitute financial advice. Nothing constitutes financial advice or investment advice. I'm going to tell you three things. And these are things that we have laid out properly in the video on YouTube that Dr. Sam could share the link here if he would do me the honors, and you can get the entirety of the breakdown. But I need you to understand that in my journey, for those of you who do not know me, you can do your Googles. You can Google my name, Futurist Kwame or Kwame Opoku, or you can run onto my page and you see the kind of work I do. In fact, if you don't know me, I don't know which rock you've been hiding under. I'm that confident in my brand. I'm sorry, it's not pride, it's confidence. Thank you very much. Now, I have learned from a lot of wealthy people, not rich people. I have learned from a lot of wealthy people that wealth is a function of information and access. Let me repeat that. Wealth is a function of information and access. Wealth is a function of information and access. What we're about to present to you is information. That information will give you a certain access, and those two things can change your life. Now, for anybody who doesn't understand what we are presenting here, we are presenting you a rare opportunity in the financial markets. If you don't know what the financial markets are, there are any market in which money or currency are exchanged or traded as instruments. Let me repeat that. If you do not know what financial markets are, there are any markets where currencies are traded. Those are financial markets. For example, Forex, stocks, stock options, binaries, commodities, cryptocurrencies. I strongly believe that I have been graced by the God that I serve. And I don't know what you believe in, but I believe in God, and I'm subscribed to his son, Christ Jesus, as my Lord and personal Savior. Whatever you believe in, I respect that and I tolerate that. But I believe that there's a special grace that God has given me to gain insight into the financial markets by understanding how the markets work. And what we're doing for our communities is very simple. We have a proven system that allows us to discover fundamentally strong crypto companies to invest in that has the ability to turn your wealth around a minimum of 50x and above. Let me repeat that. We have the ability with a proven system, with a track record to show for it, that would allow anybody who follows what it is that we're offering to you to be able to do in a bear market, into the bull market, please. Anybody who has anything to be able to do in a particular time period of time to another period of time, the minimum of 50x their money. Now, just to put this to bed, a lot of people put their monies in the bank, and the bank gives them between 3 to 8% a year. 3 to 8% a year. 2 days ago, we took a trade that did 1,000% in 72 hours. It was on futures. Dr. Sam saw our numbers and he told us, you people are wicked people. Why didn't you wake me up for me to take this trade? All we're offering to you is I am going to buy my own brand equity, staking it on the line to say to everybody who takes time to access this information, very simply, we're positioning ourselves in a bear market, aka in a market where everything is crashing. There's a financial crisis. Everything that is happening around you can show you that we are in a bear market in every sphere of life, in every single sphere. In fact, the top 5 tech giants released their numbers just last week. Google, Microsoft, Facebook, every single one of them is down a minimum of about 10 to 15%. Everything is crashing. But in that is the biggest opportunity for anybody. So, Doc, I am intentionally not hitting it on the head because I want people to take action based on desire. If you desire to revolutionize your life once and for all, there are 3 levels of financial success. Number 1 is becoming debt-free. Number 2 is becoming financially independent. And number 3 is money no be problem. Somebody say money no be problem. Let me repeat that. There are 3 levels of wealth accumulation. Number 1 is debt-free. Number 2 is financial independence. And number 3 is what we call money no be problem. Some of you, immediately you enter a mall and you decide to buy anything, your brain goes into automatic arithmetic calculator. It is now you are doing the pie chart of minus 83 divided by 88, because if you joke and you pick more than your money, money will be problem for you. Are you with me? If this is your story, say poverty in a bastard. I came for you. My 5 minutes is up. Dr. Sam, all I'm saying is that we want to lead people from I am broke to debt-free to financial independence and possibly to money no be problem. All it's going to cost them is 1 hour to go and access a piece of information we've put together and to make a decision. And for those of you who say, Bro Kwame, I've heard about crypto. I've tried. I've lost money. I put money in some Dogecoin. I put money in some animal. And I put money in some Lambo. It didn't come. It's fine. I got you. Those who are saying, I don't have the money. The way this economy make, now Gary to chop self come make problem when they talk investment. Waiting be investment. I got you. For those who don't have the money, we are offering you a sure way that if you can commit 3 hours a day with your phone and internet access, you will be able to raise between $1,000 to $10,000 in crypto without investing $1. Let me repeat that. I've taken my cap off. I am saying to you that we're giving to you information that if you can commit 3 hours a day with your phone or your laptop and internet access, you will be able to raise between $1,000 to $10,000 in the crypto market without investing a single dollar. I have taught this to hundreds of people. If they were in here, if I have any Medici here, please give them your testimonials in the comments. Let them know what it is we're talking about. So you don't have the money to invest, we got you. You've invested before and you've lost money, we got you. Doc, give them the one link that has the opportunity to transform their life from Chineke to money no be problem. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's some fire right there, man. That's some fire right there. All right, this is what I want you to do. If you do not know about this yet and you want to get more information, how you can be a part of this, I just put a YouTube link on my bio. Samavad _ I'm like the one hosting this live. So after now, make sure you click that link, go to YouTube, watch that video. It's 1 hour, 14 minutes, I think. Watch it. In the description of that video, I'm going to put a link for you to send me a message directly if you want to be a part of it. We're giving you a grace of 24 hours for a very unique offer where you will be privileged to have access to 20 verified projects that can do 100 times to 1,000 times for you. That's number one. Number two, you're going to have access to all the analysis that led to each of those projects. Number three, for those of you who would like to know when to buy, when to get out, and all of those, you want the prompts, we're going to hold you by the hands to show you everything you need to do for each of the projects. That's number three. Number four, which is a crazy one, if you do not have money to invest in those projects, you are going to learn exactly how to raise up to $10,000 and more for some people between now and maybe mid-year next year for you to be able to invest in this project. All right, so you're going to be able to learn how to do that. And the final big one, as a matter of fact, it's a risk-free opportunity. If after you pay to be a part of the inner circle, we're going to show you, and out of 20 projects, no one did up to 50 times at least, we'll give you back your money, we'll give you extra, we'll do public apology for you, Any other thing you want, you get all of that. So this is purely you either make money or you get your money back kind of opportunity. Why are we doing this? We simply want you to hammer. We simply want to make a lot of money, because when it's my birthday next year, some of you will buy me Ferrari, some of you will buy me Lamborghini. That's what I want. And you'll do the same thing for Kwame and, of course, for COD also. All right, so this is very important. The moment we're done, please go to my page. You see it's on the bio. It's a YouTube video. I'm going to put instruction in the description of that YouTube, so that those of you after watching it, if you want to take action on that, please do that. And we're going to be talking more about this tomorrow, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That's 7 p.m. Ghana time, and 11 p.m. Dubai time, or with Instablog as well. So we're opening this to the public because we want to work with at least 1,000 people who will become multi-millionaire in the next 1 year, 2 years. And some of you that are here, you're going to see the kind of money you have never seen before. Let me shock you. It is very possible for your life to change from lack, total lack, to multiple abundance in less than a year. 2016, I started that year broke. No accommodation, I was squatting. September 2016, I told my friend who was supposed to accommodate me, but could not accommodate me after they threw me out of my apartment for not paying rent, because he just got married. So there's no way he will bring me to his house and I'll be hearing in the night. You know what I mean? So he said I couldn't stay. So within 9-month period, the same me who couldn't pay rent, who was thrown out, all right, without doing Yahoo, without doing Yahoo Plus, without doing Yahoo Minus, without doing any of those things, life got transformed completely to somebody who's now telling my friend, we are at a car dealership, pick any car, I pay now. Did you hear me? That's after I bought a car for my mom and I bought for myself. So I told my friend, pick any car you want here, I pay now. That is how fast somebody's story can change completely. There are some of you here who will buy brand new Benz in 2023. It's not prophecy, it is a reality. Everything is tied to how you take advantage of opportunities during the lifetime of those opportunities. And remember, this is completely risk-free for you. There's somebody in my DM who is planning to sell property to be able to get access to us, to be able to do this inner circle thing that we want to do next year together. Remember, cash flow business, money multiplier, then real estate. 3. You cannot afford to miss the 3. So what am I saying in essence? As soon as we're done, go to my page, click the button, go to YouTube, or you can just go to my YouTube, Samava TV. Go and search Bear Market Millionaire. Go to Samava TV on YouTube, Bear Market Millionaire. Watch that 1 hour plus video completely. All right, once you're done, go to the description of that video. You'll see a link to send me a message directly. Please don't abuse it. Only send that message if you're ready to take the action, all right? And then we'll be able to do that together. I have the billionaire man back in the house, the COD. All right, so what's your final word for the school? What's your final word for the school? Oh, I can't hear you again.
My mic was off. My mic was off. I'm on now.
Now you're back.
Now, for anybody who is looking to build wealth, and for anybody who is interested in their generations that will come after them, which is actually a blessing to lay a foundation for generations that will come after you, I would please plead with you that you find time, and maybe on your personal research, read more about real estate. But let me share to you a story in the Bible. How many of you know the story of Elisha and Elisha's servant? Is it Gehazi? Yeah. So there's a story where Elisha was with the servant, and then they were attacked by troops, by soldiers, and the servant was so scared. And Elisha seemed so unbothered. He was just there praising and worshiping God. And the servant asked the master, like, aren't you scared? These people are coming for us. And the prophet Elisha said, those on our side are more than them. The servants knew there were only 2. Like, Oga, are you crazy? It's just me and you. These people are numbered. And he said, no. And you know what the Bible said? The Bible said he held the hand of Elisha, his servant, Prophet Elisha held the hand of Gehazi, his servant, and immediately his eyes opened, and he saw that there were numerous of angels with them against the enemy. I'm sharing this story because sometimes the road might look blurry. Sometimes, you know, Dr. Sam, for our public speaking conferences and conferences I always speak at, sometimes you speak so much knowledge and then people are like, is this real? Can it happen? Can you do 50x on a coin? Or can you really do this real estate thing and make money from? It's all in your mind. And two, it's because you haven't seen somebody who can hold you by your hand and teach you the way. If you want to go on your own, it's a road that for me might look safe, but very far. But if you get a teacher, you get a mentor, you get somebody who is your personal coach, you can get on a daily basis to teach you each and every time, to be there to answer those questions that seem like they don't have answers every single time, then that is obviously a blessing. And that's what we are doing on the LAP platform and on ZIBARR. For those of you who have entered my DM already, I've seen you. I'll send you the link. I have the link if you want to be a member of LAP in my bio. Just go on there because the real estate class is going to be happening once ZIBARR launches, the crypto class and everything. And for those of you who will be joining the real estate class, let me tell you something. I actually brought this on here. Dr. Sam, you see this? Ooh. To wear a Rolex watch? This Rolex. Okay. You wanna what?
I have the same
you wanna chill? You wanna chill with the big boys? You wanna chill with the big boys?
I have the same thing. It's 30K, man. Ladies and men to them.
You wanna chill with the big boys? Yeah. So it's very, very sad that you have younger Africans with so much knowledge, so much experience. Let me share my last story. Now, my partner in Cape Town, when I did my video with her, she couldn't believe that such a brain can be in West Africa. Like, how do you do this thing you do? And now she currently has a show on BBC showing every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I also have a show in Ghana here that shows on Multi TV, which is on a lot of channels, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Same thing, just by association. She's on BBC. I'm also on TV doing the same real estate thing. So sometimes joining groups or associations or affiliations like this, just the kind of people you meet and come in contact with alone is a blessing to you. So my last words, the limitation of a man's mind is a measure of his thought. Anybody who have ever listened to me speak before would always know this is always the way I end. The limitation of a man's mind is a measure of your thought. You are where you are because of how you think and how you see. If your lens is dead and your ears are dead and you can't encourage yourself and propel yourself into your next level, ladies and gentlemen, you would never see it. And that's why the greatest scientist of all time, Albert Einstein, said, imagination is everything. Imagination is everything. Imagination is actually life's preview of events that are about to take place. So if you can just imagine and not limit your thoughts to Lagos, not limit your thoughts to Abuja, not limit your thoughts to Accra, Ghana, not limit your thoughts to Cameroon, not limit your thoughts to anywhere around the world, but explore and expand this your thinking ability. I can guarantee you that slow but sure, you are going to get to that promised land.
Amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. They said if you know where you're going, your journey is short. If you know how to get there, your journey is shorter. But if you have somebody who is already there, willing to take you by the hand, you are already there.
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for staying with us. We're going to be live again tomorrow by 8 p.m. to talk about the crypto opportunity we just shared with you. But in case you missed that, please head to YouTube, search Sam Harvard TV, and watch a video, Bear Market Millionaire, becoming a bear market millionaire, or simply click the link on my bio here on IG and it will take you there. Either way, please watch it. 1 hour, 14 minutes, I think is what it's going to take you. And then get back to me directly. I'm going to put my number, a link to send me a message directly for those of you who are ready to be a part of the inner circle. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been a long pleasure and privilege hosting COD and hosting every one of you on this call. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. This is morning in Dubai. All right. Good night.